Dedicating the Shiur today Leilui Nishmat HaTzadeket Chana Pashe Bat Rebbe Shlita the Bial Rebbe. Bezrat Hashem, we are in Torah 45. Rabbeinu is teaching us to believe in ourselves. That's the main purpose of the righteous people, to give us the power to become, to be who that we are according to our potential, from our natural being, how that Hashem Yitbarach made us. He gave us so many vessels, so many tools, so many powers, so many kind of tools to deal with life and to achieve big things in life. But we are like a person that have all kinds of weapons in the middle of a war, and he's afraid to touch them, he's afraid to use them. And now all of his friends are falling like flies all around him, and he himself is getting injured and hurt, and he's not fighting back. But he's got a gun, and he's got a rifle, he's got a knife, he's got grenades, hand grenades, he's got everything you need, automatic weapon, he's got everything. He's got the ability to run, to hide, to jump, to fly, he can fly. I believe I can fly. So I can fly. But you're not using it. Why you're not using it? Because you're afraid, because you're scared, because you're terrified, because you're not sure, because you haven't seen no one doing that before, and you feel so afraid, and you have horrible thoughts and foreign thoughts and bad thoughts, and you're terrified, and you're shaking, and you're scared, and you're lazy. And that's the main reason that you're lazy. You're just afraid to move out of your shell, out of your cave, out of your pit. And you hate yourself over there, and you hate your stink over there, and you hate your filth over there, and you hate yourself on who that you are according to how you behave. And what did you do? You feel you don't do enough, you feel you not work enough, you feel you don't move enough, you feel you don't pray enough, okay. So, move it. Just move yourself. Just start talking to Hashem. Just start talking to yourself. Okay, you have a problem. Okay, you have lusts. Okay, you have desires. Okay, you have fears. Okay, confront them. Okay, deal with them. Okay, stand in front of the mirror and start talking to yourself and telling yourself the truth. Okay, I'm lazy. It means I need now to stand up and move out from the house and make few steps. Okay, I'm poor. Okay, it means I need to go and make some money. Okay, I don't know, I need $20,000 a month. Okay, let's start with $500 a week. Okay, let's start with moving ourselves to look for a job. Let's start with go out from the house. When Am Yisrael received their parnasah, received their money, they were receiving it outside of their houses. Even the highest, purest, righteous people, they were receiving the parnasah on their doorstep. They had to open the door. They had to wake up in the morning and to go out from the house. Chama shemesh v'namas aman. But when the sun was already heating the world, it's already melted. You lost your money. That's it. You wake up at 9, you wake up at 10. You lost your money. You lost today. And then you go to work. Okay, you can go to work. I'm working at nights. Great. That's how your face look like. I'm working from 4. Okay, great. This is why you're poor. Wake up in the morning, go to work. Okay, I'm not working for anyone. Okay, I'm serving Hashem. Great, go to pray. No, I'm too lazy to pray. No, I'm afraid to open myself to Hashem. Okay, enjoy life. I'm with you. I love you. Also Hashem Yitbarach, shochen itam betoch tumotam. Even when you're contaminated, Hashem is with you. Like I said yesterday in class, Hashem is with you even if worst comes to worst, even if you came to the lowest, if you've been just now crushed to the rocks, Hashem is there, don't worry. Hashem is with you. Hashem loves you. It doesn't help you though. It helps you only if you take the advice of Hashem, if you reach out to Hashem, if you take the hand of Hashem. But if you just, okay Hashem, I'm dead, I'm done. Okay, I'm going to kill myself. Okay, there's no hope. Okay, Hashem is here and Hashem is not helping you. Hashem not going to help you. That's not the way. Hashem gives wisdom to the wise. If you're not going to sit to learn, you will never going to become to be Talmid Chacham. If you will not going to stand and pray to Hashem Yitbarach, you will never going to bring down salvations to the world. If you will not going to work on your attributes, on your midot, you will never going to fix yourself. You're never going to be polite. You will never going to be wise. You will never going to be gifted. You will never going to be talented. Even though that you have the potential, even that you have amazing things inside, they will always going to stay inside. And they're going to rotten. They're going to go down the drain. They're going to disappear. They're going to melt. You're going to find yourself 60, 70, 80. Okay, I lost my life. Okay. Slide. Go to the next depth. Great. You want to go even lower? You can go. Even in the world to come, you can go even lower. Even over there, you can ask to go lower. No problem. But if you choose to go up, you're gonna go up. Because if you're gonna connect yourself to Hashem, you're gonna fly with Hashem. And you can connect yourself to Hashem Yitbarach from every place in the creation. Because Melo Kol Haaretz Kevodo. Because His honor is filling the creation. He is inside everything. Sovev Kol Almin V'Memale Kol Almin. Around the world and inside the world. Circling the world. And from inside reviving and giving life to the world. But you need to grab Him. You need to take Him. You need to believe in Him. Okay, I have amazing weapons. I don't know how to use them. Great. So someone gonna come and gonna pick them up one day. Someone gonna come and steal them. So someone gonna come and gonna beat you up, even that you have all of the abilities to fight back. But you're too scared. Okay, so be a bunny rabbit and hang on in your life, shaking and scared in your corner. Great, no problem. We're going to call the vet. There's nothing to do. If you're not going to help yourself, no one's going to help you. If you're not going to help yourself, no one in the world is able to help you. They're going to massage you. They're not going to make you stronger. Okay, you're not going to feel the pain while they're massaging you. Great, when you're going to stand up back to work, back to deal with life, with the tiniest things in the world, you're going to collapse again. But 2 days ago I felt so good. Yes, because someone was massaging you. Because you were lying down and everything was cool and you had money and you had honor and you had, okay. And now you don't have the power. You don't have the power because you don't connect yourself to the source of your power. The source of your power is your belief in yourself. If you're not going to believe in yourself that you have what to give, that you have what to do, that you have the ability to change, you will never going to change, you will never going to move, you will never going to make aliyah, you will never going to go to learn Torah, you will never going to pray on your problems because you're not going to believe that someone can solve your issues, that someone can help you with your things. So you're not going to even going to try. You're not going. If you believe that you don't have a chance, you will not going to go to a marriage counselor to help you, to give you an advice. If you don't believe that you can make money, you're not going to go to work. If you don't believe that you can do tshuva and fix everything, so why bother? Why to go and to cry to Hashem? Why to talk with Hashem about something that I believe that will not going to happen? So we need to work on our belief system to reprogram our mind. To reset our mind, to build ourselves, to coach ourselves, to decide, I'm going to make it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to work on myself, on the hardest things of them all, on the points that in those points I feel the weakest person in the world, the laziest person in the world, the failure that no one failed like him ever before. On those points I'm going to fight. לעולם ירגיז אדם יצר טוב על יצר רע. You need to make yourself upset on your weaknesses. Not to let them overpower on you and to say, no, that's me, look, I have lust for women, I cannot deal with that, it's too hard. Okay, so admit you're a female. Yes, I'm a female. Great, so I cannot help you. So you understand that I'm not able to help you? No, I'm so lazy, I'm so confused, I don't know what to do. Great. Go to a blues concert. Take some cognac bottle with you. Cuban. Have fun. No one can help you. You want it. If you want to go down, you're gonna go down. You're going down. But if you want to climb up, you're gonna climb up. Even if it's gonna be 1 inch a day or half an inch a day, you're gonna climb. And from 1 inch to the other, you're gonna see more light and more developments and more miracles, and you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, hey, Yes, it's true. Only 7 inches. But it's something. I was supposed to go even lower. I remember my early days that I was going lower and lower. And now I just stopped falling. Hey, I can see that I stopped falling. At least I slowed down my fallings. My fallings are not the same as they were before. It's also something to be happy with. And then from your life experience, En Chacham Kebal Nisayon, the wisdom you purchase from the experience of your life, you see, hey, I succeeded in that. Hey, I made it that time. Hey, I went and I prayed and I've been answered. Hey, I woke up in the morning and I found my money, my parnasa. So I'm going to do it again. And you're going to have Yetzer Hara. I'm not saying no, that's it. It's going to be super easy. From now and on, you're going to just climb. No. But you're going to learn that main lesson that I already learned, that no one can kill you if you want to live. That nothing can crush you if you're not going to give up. Like Rabbeinu said, En Yehush Ba'olam Klal. Listen, there is no despair in the world at all. Hey, I lost all of my money. Hey, I lost all of my family. Hey, I lost my children. Hey, my best friend betrayed me. Hey, my rabbi, he sold me to the Nazis. Okay? No despair in the world at all. Yes, that rude, chutzpanic Rabbeinu said, no Yehush Ba'olam Klal. Rabbi Nachman of Breslev said, don't give up. What? I'm in Auschwitz now. My rabbi sold my family. My children just burned in the fire. And I'm not, you want me not to give up? Yes, don't give up. You know why? Because the biggest revenge that you can revenge is to succeed in life. After 1 year and a half that you're going to survive, like the most humiliated poor animal in Auschwitz, you're going to make aliyah. And you're going to be terrified. And you're going to be scared from every person, from every cat, to sleep alone at night. But after 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, you're going to find the courage to get married again and to rebuild your life and to have children. And you're going to go to therapists and you're going to talk about your issues. And every day you're going to work and you're going to make your own living. And your children, they're going to be second generation to the Holocaust. You're right. They're going to suffer from your nightmares, from your fears, from your anxieties. Yes, you're right. But your grandchildren will not going to suffer the same. And you're going to re-establish our nation. And you're going to rebuild our nation in the Holy Land. So even people that came out of Auschwitz after 1 or 2 years in Auschwitz, they rebuild themselves and they are the most richest, successful families today in the world. Why? Because there is no despair in the world. And if you're too lazy to join those successful groups in Am Yisrael and in the world that said there is no despair in the world today, and I'm going to make one more step today, and I couldn't care less how I look and how I sound and what people are thinking about me. I'm just going to try to do my thing in the world. I'm going to just try to be loyal to myself and not to give up on my dreams and not to fall to sadness and despair and self-mercy and sorrow and sadness and whining. Oh, I'm so poor. I'm the poorest person. I'm so miskin. I'm so poor. There's no one poorer than me. Oh, I'm the worst one. Oh, I'm not sexy. Okay, you want to hug yourself? Okay. Rabbeinu is writing in Likutei Moharan, Atzvut, sadness, it's avera, it's a sin. And Hashem hates it. It's tum'ah, it's contamination. And Hashem hates atzvut. Hashem hates atzvut. He hates it. What do you want? You want to receive mercy when you don't have mercy on yourself? When you're cruel to yourself, to your family, to your children, and you destroy yourself and you destroy your children, now you want people to have mercy on you. No, that's not the time to show you love and hugs and kisses and support. It's just going to give you more energy to be poor, to be miskin, to give up. You now need to understand that you need to work on yourself because it's the only thing that can help you. That you're going to start taking decisions in life. That you're going to make brave decisions. that you're going to make steps, that you're going to make progress, that you're going to change your patterns, that you're not going to let yourself going even lower and lower to worse sadness and worse darkness, worse depression for no reason. For no reason in the world. Because even if you're going to look at yourself on your tiny, let's call it tiny, good points that you have in your life, it's amazing what that you have. Even if you're just going to look on your skin, with the leprosy, with the rash, with the wounds, with the scars, with the pain, with lack of nutrition, after 1-2 years in the camps, look at yourself, you're naked, you don't have a penny, you still wear the uniform of a prisoner of Auschwitz. That's what you have, you bald. You stand with no shoes onto your feet, you don't have anything. You lost everything. Hey, buddy, you're alive. You made it. You're outside of the camp. It's a new morning. You cannot say, I'm poor. You're the richest one in the world because you made it out of Auschwitz. Because you're out. So restart your life. All of the options, all of the ways, all of the lanes, all of the roads are open for you. Just decide what you want to do. And if you want to do something, so do it. And if you want to go out from your fears, so do it. And if you want to go out from your lack of faith in yourself, so do it. And go believe in yourself. And go and change yourself. And work out. And train yourself to think positive. And to wake up early in the morning. And to speed up when you're lazy. And to do things for yourself and for your family and for your friends and for your company and for Am Yisrael, for Klal Yisrael, for the world. If you're going to wait that Mashiach will come, we're going to wait. Oh, our grandchildren's going to wait. Hashem's got time, no problem. Mashiach will come. It's a guarantee. Mashiach, He will come. He will not going to disappoint us. Don't worry. He will come. But we're not going to see Him. We're not going to see Him. You want the Geulah to come? Don't worry, it will come, but not in your generation. You want the day to come? Bring the day. You want it to be? Make it happen. When? Hayom, today. Hayom im bekolot ishma'u. If you're going to listen to Him. Only if you're going to listen to Him. How it can happen today? Hayom? How it can happen today? Im bekolot ishma'u. If you're going to listen to Him. Who is Him? It's Hashem. How am I going to know if it's Hashem? I cannot tell you. You need to believe in yourself that you're able to listen to the voice of Hashem. That you're going to understand who is Hashem for you. Hashem can talk to you through the trees. Hashem can talk to you through certain books. Hashem can talk to you through movies. Hashem can talk to you through people. Hashem can talk to you through your inner voice from your inner feelings. Hashem can show you the path. You just need to believe that it's that voice that is guiding you to reach the truth. If you see that it's building you, so it's the truth. If you see that you have good experience with it and it built you, so that's the truth. If you see that that voice makes you happy, so it's the truth. If you see that that voice makes you healthier and stronger, so that's the truth. Even if now you're scared to deal, even if now you're too afraid to make a step, force yourself. When Hashem Yitbarach told Avraham Avinu to take his son and to slaughter him on that holy mountain, in that moment Avraham Avinu was very scared. He was very scared from that decree to slaughter his own child, Yitzchak. No matter what is written over there, there is much more written between the lines. If it's written over there, Vayishlach Avraham et yado el ha'ma'achelet, Avraham had to force his hand to take the knife, means that his hand wasn't naturally doing that at all. He had to force himself. Vayishlach et yado, he was sending his hand. Go, take the knife. No, I don't want. Yes, you should. No, but what are you doing? You have to. That's the obligation now. That's the mitzvah now. He was struggling. You can't imagine to yourself that he was not suffering. No, Avraham was doing it with simcha, with happiness. No one is slaughtering his child with a smile on his face. No one is able to smile like that. But you can feel inner happiness from the fact that you know that you do the right thing. Inner completion. You feel complete with yourself. You feel good. You feel right. Happy, dancing, slaughtering your child? No. But a feeling that you're doing the right thing, even that you sacrifice the most precious thing that you have in your life. That for one, it's going to be his child. For the second, it's going to be his laziness. For the third, it's going to be his lust for women. For the fourth, it's going to be his honor and his money. But you need to drop it, or if you want to grab Hashem. When you carry a cargo of copper in your hands, and that's how you make a living, on that you work. That's your job, that's how you make your money. And you take every day the copper and you collect more copper, and that's your job. That's how you make money, that's how you make your living. And in 1 minute you look and suddenly you see gold. And you understand that half pound of gold worth so much more than those 5-7 kilograms of copper that you hold in your hands. What you're supposed to do now? You're supposed now to drop the thing that for you, it's your living. It's the most precious thing that you do, that you have in your life. You're already working for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours of your day, maybe all of your life, collecting and collecting and collecting. You cannot hold both. You have to drop one if you want to hold the second. So you have a certain time that you need to deal with the fact that you dropped it and you haven't got that yet. That moment is a scary moment. Alright, maybe I'm going to hold on to the copper. Maybe I'm not going to drop it, because if I'm going to drop it, who knows what's going to happen with the gold. So maybe it's too risky for me. So you need to check yourself. And you can choose to stay with the copper, no problem. But you will never going to develop, you're never going to grow. And it's in your decisions, it's in your power, and that's the secret of the free choice. And you have to choose, and no one can choose for you. Righteous people going to guide you, going to give you advice. They cannot walk instead of you, they cannot lift your legs, your feet, and to make steps for you. If they will going to do that, so they are damned righteous people. Who needs those righteous people? They're cursed righteous people. If they took your free choice from life, in that moment, they've been cursed. They cursed you, they destroyed your life. When they're telling you and forcing you what to do, they took your ability to choose. And you've been sent to this world with one purpose, that you're going to choose, and you need to choose right. So for that you need to work on yourself, and to build yourself, and to purify yourself, and to straight up yourself, that when you're going to choose right. But to choose, you have to choose. And righteous people are not able to choose for you. And if you want them, so you're lazy. And if you're lazy, you will never going to be saved. Because then you're going to try to follow their advice and you're going to fail. And then the stupidity of the person going to twist his own path, and on Hashem he will be angry. The verse is saying, okay, now you're twisting your life and you're angry on Hashem. You are twisting your life because you're not really following the advice of the tzaddikim, and you have all of the excuses and you're justifying yourself all of your life exactly on why you're not following righteous people. Great. Just don't be angry at Hashem. It's okay. You chose that path. Great. Hashem is with you even in the most contaminated places. Don't worry. You have the love of Hashem. Hashem tells you, yes, you are misken. Don't worry. I love you. You are poor. Yes, I love you. Hashem loves you. Really, He's not lying. He loves you. Even when you're poor. Even when you're the poorest person in the world, Hashem loves you. Okay? If it's satisfying you, so great. Hashem loves you. Hashem loves you no matter what. Hashem loves you. Hashem hates your sadness, but He loves you. He loves you. Even when you're sad, Hashem loves you. He hates your sadness, but He loves you. He loves you. So if it's enough for you that Hashem loves you, so great. The cheap bottles of vodka you can buy in $1, $2, you can buy a bottle of vodka. You don't need to drink cognac. You can be poor and drink vodka. You don't need to waste money on Cubans. If you want to go down, you can go down. Just go down. Just say, I want to go down. Say, I want to go down. I don't have the power. I'd rather to go down. I'd rather to drink alcohol. I'd rather to do drugs. I'd rather to pleasure myself. Great, go. Have fun. If that's fun for you, that's not fun for me. I hate it. I hate it. I feel bad. I don't like it. I don't want it. So this is why I'm working on myself, and I'm working hard. And I'm working hard not to be lazy, and not to be sad, and not to be depressed, and not to be stupid, and not to be dumb, and not to blame others in my issues. I have my own responsibility in life, and I need to take my responsibility, and I'm taking it. And I'm going all the way with my weaknesses, and I'm fighting, and I'm struggling, and I'm battling, and I'm winning. And don't think that I'm not being shot, that I'm not being punched, that I'm not finding myself on the floor. Sheva yipol tzadik v'kam. Even the highest righteous one of them all, David HaMelech, fell at least 7 times. Moshe Rabbeinu fell on his face. What do you want more than that? He fell on his face. The Torah is saying that Moshe was falling on his face. He fell, he fainted, he lost it. He fell on the face. Al hapanim. More than that, Avraham Avinu, he asked Hashem, he questioned Hashem, how I'm going to know that you're really going to inherit the Holy Land, that you're really going to give it to me? What Hashem told him, I'm going to tell you. All of your children are going to go to the exile for a few hundreds of years over there in Egypt, going to be slaughtered, going to be prayed by the crocodiles over there in the Nile. That's how you're going to know. Hashem told him. Because Avraham Avinu failed in his faith, he had a failure, he had a down. He was doubting Hashem Yitbarach. Hashem told him, I'm going to give it to you. He told him, yeah, can you show me how? Can you please cheer me up a little bit? I'm a little bit down now, Hashem. Can you send me some inspiring YouTube to give me some power, Hashem, that I'm really going to know? Where is it written? Who is the prophet? Can you give me some chizuk on that point? Yeah, I'm going to give you a chizuk. Hashem is telling him, all of your children are going to go to 400 years to Egypt, to the most contaminated place in the world, and they're going to be slaughtered over there. They're going to be raped over there. They're going to be crushed to death over there because of your heretic. Because of your what?
Heresy.
Heresy. One day I'm going to learn. Heresy. At least I'm working on myself. What's heretic?
It's a person.
It's a person. Okay. Because of no, so you could let me go with that.
The Queen watches the classes though.
What, the Queen?
She's watching.
Yes, she is, I
She's
know.
got a comment.
From her?
Yeah.
She's waking up in the mornings. I hope. Heresy. And then what Avraham Avinu was doing, I would shoot myself in the head in that day. What you would do? I would shoot myself. If I would understand that I caused all of my children for the next generations to go, all of them, to Egypt for 400 years, that all of my daughters almost going to be raped over there, my children, my babies going to be thrown to the Nile to be eaten by crocodiles, I would shoot myself in the head. I wouldn't believe Rabbeinu that said no despair in the world. But Avraham, thank God I'm not Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu, he was a Breslev Chassid. He listened to Rabbi Nachman of Breslev. And he didn't fall to no sadness. If he would fall to sadness, the Torah would testify on that. The Torah would tell. The Torah would snitch on him. The Torah would tell. And Avraham Avinu couldn't recover from that. And Avraham Avinu bought a bottle of vodka and went to his basement and drowned his sorrow in the bottle. And Avraham Avinu was doing drugs from that day and on. The Torah would tell. I'm telling you, the Torah would tell. The Torah would tell us if Avraham Avinu wouldn't strengthen himself, the Torah would tell on him that. The Torah was telling on Avraham Avinu that he failed. If he would fail again, the Torah would tell. The Torah told us that Moshe failed. If he would fail in another place, the Torah would tell. Only Jesus Christ never sinned. Only Him. He is the only one. Him and Muhammad. Only Christ and Muhammad never sinned. But Moshe did, and David HaMelech did, and Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. And Tzaddik, the Torah is saying, there is no righteous man that's gonna do good and will not gonna sin. The Torah is saying. So how can it be that Jesus Christ never sinned? Oh, maybe it's from the other side. How can it be that Muhammad never sinned? Oh, maybe it's also from the other side. But from the side of the Torah is saying there is no righteous man that's gonna do only good and not gonna sin. Even Rabbi Nachman of Breslev, that all of his crazy Hasidim are saying that he never sinned, he himself saying on himself when he lost his child. He's saying, Hashem, ata tzadik al kol haba alai, emet asita v'ani irshati. You are righteous. And I was evil. I made something wrong. And he was justifying that decree on him because he knew that he done something wrong. Even if he wasn't serving Hashem Yitbarach good enough, it was bad enough for him. So we need to deal with our lackings, with courage, and to stand, and to be like Avraham Avinu, that even if you know that you killed someone, what Hashem wants you to do now? To stand up back on your legs and go and give lectures and talk to people, go to the slums, to the neighborhoods and talk to people, to bullies, and tell them you're not allowed to shoot, don't carry a gun. That's your tikkun. Even if you destroyed your life with adultery, with porno, with drugs, okay, you want to fix it? Go. Start talking to people. Talk them out of that. Explain to them how much damage it cost you, how much it destroyed your family. Don't give up. No, look, I already lost my wife, already lost my children. Okay, you can lose more. And you can also gain, and you can also fix. And if you believe that you can ruin, you should believe that you can fix. But the truth is that you cannot ruin and that Hashem is fixing. Because Rabbeinu is saying, if you believe that you can ruin, means if you're judging yourself and you are making up stories, oh, I ruined my family, oh, I destroyed my business, oh, you don't know how much damage, how many sins. Jokes. You're making fun of yourself. You don't believe in Hashem. You don't believe that Enod Milvado, that there is no one except of Hashem. And Hashem brought you to hell. And Hashem made you fall. And Hashem failed you in that and also in that. And Hashem is saying to Avraham Avinu, I'm going to send your children to Egypt. And now they're going to blame themselves. Oh, look, what have we done? I born secular. Can I blame myself on the fact that I born secular? I was partying and dancing when I was 20. I was doing drugs and drinking alcohol, and I was with women. I was doing everything that you're not supposed to do. I was doing it big time in Amsterdam. Okay, enough? Great. In after parties, we found ourselves, we didn't know that it was a gay club. We didn't know. We didn't know. But we found ourselves over there, me and my friend, and we were not gay. But we were there, dancing together, and suddenly we saw that we're surrounded with men. Okay. So I was there, and it was fun. Can I blame myself on that night? I cannot. I didn't know anything. I knew that MDMA makes you happy. That's what I knew for sure. I knew that big time. I knew that poison skunk makes you happy. I knew that for sure. I knew that. I was happy that day. I was dancing like a machine that day. I was happy. When we saw bodybuilders with hair on their chest and breast over there, surgeries, selling cigarettes like, what's her name? Betty Boop? With skirts, that was enough for us. Then we said, okay, we think we should leave the club. And we went out. Okay, so we found ourselves over there. Can I blame myself on being in that disgraceful place, in that horrific place, in that horrible party? Can I blame myself on that? It wasn't me. Today, you're not going to find me over there unless I'm going to hear there is someone that I can rescue over there. Then I don't have no problem. I'm going. What's the problem? There is a Jew over there, someone needs help, I'm going, no problem. Can I blame myself on my sins? Can I blame myself when I'm gonna deep inside, gonna check deep inside, I'm gonna find out the source and the roots for my sins. And then, you know what I'm gonna find? That I'm innocent. Because when I was sinning in the worst sins of them all, it was only because that I was looking for love, and I was looking for honor, and I was looking for success, and I wanted to be important, and I wanted to have fun and to be happy. And those are not things that you can shoot a person in his head because that he's doing those things. Even if the Torah is saying the opposite. We're not ISIS, we're not Daesh, we're not Al-Qaeda. We're not. We're just not. We can understand that we're human beings with a body that fails. We admit in our lackings. We're ready to do tshuva, to stand and to admit and to confess and to apologize to everyone that we hurt him. And to say, I'm sorry to myself. And to be so rude, so chutzpan, even to stand in front of Hashem Yitbarach and to tell him, I'm sorry. The most embarrassing thing in the world, to stand in front of the Creator that gave you all of the opportunities to succeed, and to stand in front of Him, take your head down and say, I'm sorry. We're ready to do that. I'm going to do that. What do you think I'm going to say in Judgment Day? Where's my reward? Who cares about reward? Who is planning to receive something? Who even think about those imaginations? You know you owe so much. You know you owe your life. Can you pray on one breath of air in this world? Can you pray? Can you do something that's going to please Hashem Yitbarach enough to pay back on what that you received in this world? One smile of your child, one page of Gemara, one time that you kept mitzvah, one favor that you gave charity to a person, one time that you've been in Jerusalem and you just take a long breath over here and you feel home. Can you pay for that feeling? There is one thing that, okay, I'm going to give my house. What can you give? Mikdimani v'ashalem. How can you pay me? Can you pay for your heart? Can you pay for your digestion system? Can you pay for your ears? Can you pay for your eyes? How much money you're going to give to your doctors to give you your power of eyesight back, to be able to look again on the sunrise tomorrow? The biggest billionaire in the world that got the biggest amount of money, he lost his eyesight. He cannot look. He cannot see. He cannot look at his children tomorrow morning. How much are you going to pay to the surgery? How much are you going to pay to that Jewish doctor that's going to heal his eyes? How much are you going to pay him? How much money are you going to pay him? And if that doctor is going to tell him that it's double, and then that it's double, how much are you going to pay for another hour on your deathbed when you're 80, when you're 90, when you're 100? You're going to have another hour. You're going to have another day. How much are you going to pay for that day? Everything you have, you're going to give. Everything you have, you're going to give for an hour, for a minute. Everything you have, you're going to give for another hour. Tell me what the difference from that hour, between that hour to this hour now. Maybe in an hour you go. Maybe you go in 1 hour. Can you plan? Do you know you're going to reach 90? You always need to understand that you are now alive and that's it. How much you should pay for now? I'm going to save my money for the future. Crazy, sick people. Someone promised you tomorrow morning? Someone is promising tomorrow morning to you? I don't know what to do. I have only $400 million in properties and I'm lost, I'm stuck. What do you say? Do you have an advice? Yeah. Sell your business in half of its worth. Give half to charity. Move with all of your family to Israel and live like kings forever. Shugaim, crazy people, sick people with fears that didn't made it out from the camps yet. Didn't made it out yet from the camps. Because when you're out of the camp, even if you're naked like in the first day of your life, you're the richest person in the world. You're so happy. You're out. You're free to go. You can go and buy French fries. You can go and buy Coke. That's it. You can go to the park. You can go to the public swimming pool. You can go and read a book and feed the squirrels and buy a gum and say amotzi on a normal kosher bread. You can do amazing things in your life. You can buy a watch. You're allowed to choose your sneakers. You can choose your shirt. You're a free person. And you're free. And we're all free. V'karati lachem dror, the verse is saying. I'm setting you all to freedom. I will make you all free to be who that you are. Just free yourself from your inner cables, inner chains that are holding you back from to believe in yourself. Go buy Pepsi, go eat a burger, go make a motzi on a burger, go be happy. Go to take your children to the park. No, I'm not going to be a Talmid Chacham. Don't you know that you're anyway not going to be a Talmid Chacham? You haven't realized that yet? How many years do you want to go in that circles? Face it. Okay. When we are waking up, Hashem is waking up. Hashem set those rules in nature. When you're waking up from the lower world, from the bottom, so then you're moving, you're shaking, you're moving the branches, and then the Shefa is coming from the top, and then Hashem is waking up with His kindness to keep on opening the path for you. You have to jump into the water, and then Hashem will open the path for you. You have to wake up in the morning to go out from your house, and then Hashem going to supply you the parnasah. You cannot sit in your house and whine, I don't have money. You cannot sit with a closed book and say, I'm not a Talmid Chacham, I cannot focus. Say, I'm not a Talmid Chacham after finishing this book 5,000 times. Tell me, I finished the Likutei Moharan 200 times and I don't remember it. Okay, then we're going to talk. When you haven't finished it even once, what do you want from me? What do you want from the book? What do you want from Rabbeinu? What do you want? Go, oh, I don't have time to read. Okay, take it with you. Ashrei mi sheba v'talmudo beyado. Praise is the one that comes with the Torah that he learned in his hand, that he used to hold the Torah in his hands. I'm not learning, I'm not in yeshiva. Okay, you know why? Because you're not learning and you're not going to the yeshiva. No, I don't have time. Okay, so make time. No, I'm tired. Okay, so go to sleep. Talmidei Chachamim medirim shena me'enehem. They're not going to sleep. When you're dead tired, you think that I'm not dead tired every night at 9, at 10? Yesterday night, at 9, I started doing my 6 hours Hitbodedut. Okay, so you can think about my 6 hours Hitbodedut, whatever you think. But me at 9, instead of doing something else, I went to do another 6 hours Hitbodedut. Okay, maybe it wasn't the best 6 hours Hitbodedut in the world, but at least I made my effort. At least I tried to do another 6 hours Hitbodedut. And you know, it's the 5th day in a row that I'm doing it. And maybe I'm going to continue. Maybe Hashem going to help me. And tonight I'm going to do another 6. Who knows? I'm going to try. I want it. 6 hours Hitbodedut. Yes, every night. Yes. Because I'm righteous? No. Because I want. Tell me that you couldn't do it yesterday at 9. I couldn't do it. You're a liar. You're a pathetic liar. You know what the evidence that you're a liar? That you're not going to do it also tonight. And that you're not going to do it also tomorrow. Because, okay, I understand that yesterday that you really couldn't. But I'm saying that you didn't, that you couldn't because you didn't want it. Because if you want, you can do it. If you're going to choose to do it, you can do it. Not at night? Great, at noon. Oh, not at noon? Great, at the morning. Oh, not today? Okay, tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye. Be well.